Hold up, why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death. Cause you play the roulette with each step I progress, no less. Go ahead and place your bet.
Welcome back, y'all. This is the Double M Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jesus Dinero, here with my co-host,
Puma El Gato.
What do we got going on tonight, my man?
After being on top of the world, Terence Bud Crawford calls it a career. Let's talk about it.
Listen, man, there was many years where Terence Crawford wasn't getting the recognition he deserved. And what I mean by that is, unfortunately, he was in a contract, I believe it was with Bomb Arum, where he was just having a really difficult time getting the fights that he wanted, getting the level of opponents that he wanted. It's been known to happen with Bomb Arum. A number of other individuals have basically said the same thing. I believe Floyd Mayweather was one of them as well. Once he was able to get out of that contract, he started fighting, in my eyes, better competition, better fighters, and started kind of getting a little bit more attention that he would have probably been better off getting early on in his career. He was able to face the likes of people like Errol Spence and then eventually Canelo Alvarez. Obviously, the fight with Canelo Alvarez, according to a lot of reporting, he got $10 million for that fight. But he's now decided to retire. And listen, props to him, man. I'll be honest with you. I like Crawford. Apart from being a phenomenal fighter, Crawford outside the ring is just a super all-around good guy, man. He's a family man, been with the same exact woman, fathered kids with the same exact woman, has held himself up in the community. He's a good guy. He's not about being flashy. He's not about, showing off money, cars, blah, blah, blah. He's just an overall good human being. So him retiring, I actually have absolutely no problem with it. I know some people are going to say, oh, we want the run back with Canelo. Hey, look, listen, man. If Crawford has the money and the stability to be able to retire, let the man retire, man. Again, we talked about this before the fight with Canelo. He's starting to get up there in age for a boxer. And if this man can leave the fight game without having too much damage, which he never took all that much damage in any of his fights, and so on, things of this nature, why not, man? Let the man retire comfortably. Let him ride off into the sunset. Let him enjoy himself. Let him just enjoy the fruits of his labor, especially because he's still young. As a human being, he's still young, obviously, even though he's considered an old boxer. Again, he could be there for his kids. He could be there for his wife. Good family man overall. I'm honestly not mad at all at Crawford for retiring. If this is what he wants, let the man enjoy it. Let the man enjoy the fruits of his labor. Get out there and do his thing and just have fun with his family. I'm all here for it. Honestly, I wasn't that thrilled with seeing another fight between him and Canelo anyway. I honestly don't think there's anything that Canelo could do to really change up the dynamics of what could potentially happen. But either way, listen, we're not here to talk about Canelo. We're here to talk about Crawford. I think if he wants to retire, let that man enjoy his retirement, enjoy the fruits of his labor, spend time with the family that he loves and the woman that he loves, and ride off to the sunset. All of his faculties in place. What do you think about that, my man?
It's very rare that you see somebody, especially a boxer, a fighter, in any capacity, that basically had the equivalent of getting as much money as you possibly can out of the casino and basically calling it quits. And again, I'm not saying this as a derogatory thing. I'm saying he got as much money as he possibly can, got as many accolades as he possibly can. 3-weight division undisputed. And again, he did it against somebody that was an absolute menace at middleweight that was basically reigning over for God knows how long, Canelo Alvarez, and basically got as much accolades as he can, became a hometown hero. People were parading his face all over Nebraska Cornhuskers game. They had a parade in his hometown, basically being an upstanding man of the community. And I understand he was having some issues with negotiating more pay, which I do think he did need more fighter pay if he was going to have more value as a boxer. Again, the amount of accolades that this man had, and he felt like he was being devalued in the face of all these boxing commissions, and the boxing commission said, okay, you got to pay up on your end. And I can understand from his end, hey, I try to get as much money as I can. I have more worth than this that you're offering me as a boxer. I can understand he wanted to cash out. To be honest, as far as cashing out, he chose the absolute best possible time. So as far as getting whether or not he was paying or going to pay the WBC belt sanctioning fees, as far as taking that $300K, yo, dog, put it towards your kids, taking them to Disneyland, taking them to a front row, to a Cornhuskers game. Do whatever you can with that money. You've essentially cashed out as much as you can out of the casino, and quite frankly, on top of the world as you can. I do believe he absolutely deserves it. Bigger question as to where he lands in the GOAT discussion, but look, that's a discussion we're going to have for another day. As long as this man basically went out on an undefeated streak and getting out as much accolades as he can. Quite frankly, for a fighter, we absolutely love to see that. So shout out to Terence Bud Crawford on a well-deserved, absolute, stunning, hell of a boxing career.
Yeah, man, I couldn't say any better. The reality of it is, it doesn't matter what you do for the boxing world. They're just going to continue to ask more and more of you because they just want to see the phenomenal career continue. So I do think that Terence Crawford, if he decides to make this an actual thing, retire and just not come back to the game, hey, man, you did your thing. 3 different divisions. You were undisputed champion, only one in history. Held multiple titles, multiple weight classes. Now has beaten at least 2 reputable names, in my mind, 3 at least. So on and so forth. Listen, man, you can't be mad at Terence Crawford for deciding to bow out when he has everything on. He's a humble guy. Again, been with the same woman all of his life. Got plenty of kids with that same woman. Family man, humble outside the ring. Takes part in community activities. Like you said, he went to the Cornhuskers game and was kind of participating in that. All of these things, man. All of these things. Shout out to Terence Crawford, man. The boxing world just needs to be satisfied and happy with the career that he had. Stop egging the man on over and over again just because you may have not liked his career. You may have not liked how he got victories. Whatever your beef is with them. Overall, shout out to Terence Crawford. A great career. Phenomenal accolades. Gonna be discussed as one of the potential GOATs. Glad to see someone like that get the respect that the respect they deserve. Sorry, because honestly, sometimes in this game, even if you put in all, you give blood, sweat, and tears, you don't always get that. So shout out to Terence Bud Crawford. Shout out to his family. Shout out to the amazing legacy he's left behind for the boxing game. And with that, make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit, and
Time, get rest, and stay blessed. We'll see you in the next one.